Hello, I should be live. I should be live. I haven't set up everything. Just bear with me. So if you're saying something in chat, I don't know. Honestly, don't know if you're saying anything because I haven't set up anything. But I need to quickly switch to the UK, and I will be doing that in a second. Just oh my god, I'm in the United Kingdom. Can you believe it? Um, I'm here. I'm here. You can see chat. Uh, New tab. There we go. Change that to live chat. There we go. BBC iPlayer. There we go. Solar eclipse. Okay. So I'm looking for the 10. I have that. Is that coming? That coming through? No, it's not. Fucking hell. Stacey's on something. Oh, on Stacey. Don't start the episode. Yeah, I've 3 minutes of filler. There we go. So yeah, I should actually change that. People know. Let's push the title. There we go. Look at the high editing I do here. That is correct. There we go. It's just a minute left to spare. I've somehow did it. It'll do. It'll do. Need to fix Bob for the next stream. But I'll be starting the episode shortly. What I do, got to turn it on to 4. I got I've changed the playback, changed the quality, the lowest, and Jesus, this is the longest. Oh, there we go. Again, that being picked up. Ooh. No, it's not. I don't think. Yeah. Boo doo boo doo boo. Boo 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 boo. Sorry, I'm chewing on a crisp. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible chewing on this crisp. I don't know why I'm turning into Sean Connery, but I am. Got lemonade and a Pepsi, so thing is, I've also had my haircut, which people might notice when they come into the stream, if anyone comes into the stream. Sheila's gonna steal Jordan. I don't know how this is gonna work, love. Off the football camp, does old Raymond go? He will be a centre back for fucking England in years to come. Centre back, right forward. I don't know. All right, trolls here. Maybe Mark will be back in a few weeks with fucking lots of money. All right. Lee needs a minder for the kid. Maybe you shouldn't have a kid at fucking 12. Ever think of that? I know I'm on the critique and I look like fucking Hank Hill gone wrong, but still. A lovely photo of Bobby, I must say. Not of his Bobby, of Bobby, his child. Oh, I'm here if you need someone to talk to. Can you fuck off then? Okay. So apparently, Priya has quit her job. She's not working at the fucking car lot anymore. And now we see Denise at chemo therapy. You smacked her, didn't you? You smacked an old age pensioner. How could you? And Chelsea has finally changed her statement about fucking 5 months too late. You'll be out before you know it. Don't you fucking worry, Bill. We're gonna speed recover you. We're gonna give you some equipment that was never really used. I don't know what I'm saying. Hi, Igor Raven. I'm eating Doritos while watching the EastEnders. If you see a man just do that, that's just me. How are you? Here's the fucking teenage gang. You were too busy last week with work. That's fine. That's fine. You might have noticed that I've got my hair cut and my beard trimmed. Just went for a walk. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went for a walk and hit him in the back of the head with a hammer. That's what I did. Don't mind me. Just a regular Tuesday, you know, or Wednesday, I guess. Greg is not a nonce, is he? Graving, you can help me with this. I'm watching Mondays because it's 6:30. I'll be watching Tuesdays at hopefully 7, and then Wednesdays at 7:30. Tuesdays at 7, and then Wednesdays at 7:30, hopefully. I'm confused what this Craig character is supposed to be. I tend not to look into the camera, because imagine looking into the camera while someone's eating Doritos at you. Just an idiot, Craig. Craig is an idiot. Is that possible? So, Mick Carter has been confirmed. Well, no, we're going off two rumors. Let me just finish this for a second. About the start, the middle of July, I want to say, or the end, maybe even being the end. Weeks are blurring into one. The Sun posted an article saying like Mick Carter returning, but that was like very quickly deleted. So the rumor is that he either will be a flashback, well, not a flashback, he'll either be like there literally, or he won't be there. But my guess is that he'll be like a little surprise. Is ideally how I would do it. Or if you're doing the Grok AI, I wonder what Watch 'em all for, not Watch 'em all for, Talk 'em all for things. But you know, he's not being confirmed, but given it's Linda's like exit and self study to the new video, that wasn't the theory guy, was it? That was the guy who did dirty demos. Now hold on. I think I know who you're on about. Yeah, I think I know. Let me just check. Yeah, he did the Dirty Den one. Yeah. I remember the theory guy who fucking vanished off the face of the earth. Amy, I'm on your side, but you're a criminal. How about that? Uh, Give me a second. This is a Costa Coffee lemonade. Also find out Peter chucked Laura now. I mean, Peter deserved to be mad, though I don't know about chucking her. Well, see, the funny thing about Peter throwing her out, like I know, like it's both Lauren and Peter's house, but it is the equivalent of Howie being mad at Kim, and then basically staying in the gaff, like staying in the house. If that makes sense. Where like you stay, like yeah, it is your house, but it's also Lauren's. So like, Peter had a go at Mark. He did have a go at Mark. He did. He just yelled at him. He just yelled at him because obviously you wouldn't fucking punch him, because if you punch him, he'll fucking hit you back 5 times harder. Peter has no spine too. I mean, he did try to fight Zach. Well, I'm hoping he learned from fighting Zach that you don't fight. Well, I'm all for people fighting some of their own size, but The rule of the land is don't fight someone who's like built 3 times tougher than you. So are Lauren and Peter going back together? I'm assuming yes, they will, and then Mark will return because Mark left in the back of a cab. He will return. He will return in Avengers Doomsday. Oh, he will be. He will be back by New Year's. I had to guess he'd be. Why are you being? Why are you being a dick, Sucky? Why are you being a dick? I feel like Lauren and Peter will make up, and it will be like a will they, won't they? But she'll obviously probably go for Mark again. Is my thoughts. Who though? Oh wait, no, never mind. When will tomorrow's what be? I don't know. Unless you mean Walford on tap. Well, that's not returning. I know it's Ria's birthday tomorrow. Tuesday's episode. And Sucky's still mad about not getting money for pay for the rent from Jean. He's 3 months behind. Oh, when am I streaming tomorrow? Whenever I wake up. Because it's going to be fucking 30 degrees in England tomorrow, so it won't be a 7:30 stream unless you want Ash glued to the chair. If you want him glued to the chair, well, you'll have to pay premium for that. How hot does Ireland get? Roughly the same. It's currently 28 degrees. I'll check to see what tomorrow is. Weather app tell me how hot it will be. Tomorrow will be 27 degrees. So it'll be 30 in England and 27 tomorrow. Followed by a lovely crisp 20 on Friday. So we do get as hot as England, but obviously we get a bit of a back burner of it. I don't like the heat. I realise that Corey has a Sainsbury's. They don't have a Nando's as well. Well, I know it's not a real Nando's. We don't have a Nando's and a fucking. I swear they get eBay furniture as well. I swear. I might be wrong, but from memory. Middle EastEnders get Tesco Express. I mean, watching the if it was realistic, watching the 80s. It was the 80s. They just went to the Tesco for shopping. But obviously, they don't really want to fucking bring in real life brands unless it's like a. Bro, this poor Ime, he's been fucking battered blue and bread. But let's be real, the Minute Mart will be a Tesco Express. It would be a Tesco Express or an Asda, a small Asda. Would be my guess. Over here would probably be a Super Value. We don't have Asda or Sainsbury's unless you go up north. Over here would probably be either a Dunnes Stores or a Super Value. So is the Republic the only UK store? Tesco, M&S as well, from memory. I think Tesco and M&S. I think there might be other ones, but Tesco and M&S are the only the only food ones. We do have an Aldi. We do have an Aldi in Little. We do. Oh, we do have them. We do have Deals, which is Poundland in the United Kingdom, and if you go up north, they have a Greggs and Dunnes Stores. Because they used to be in Iceland. They used to be Iceland's, but there was one in Dublin and one in like Carlow. So they pretty much became Primark. I think so. Yeah, it's called Pennies over here, but I will respond in a second. Yeah, we had a Iceland over here, but it was only in like Dublin and Carlow. So they basically shut it down because if you only have like 3 to 4 stores in your entire like country, is there any point of actually, unless you're expanding it, is there any point in it? Primark is Irish because it's called Pennies over here, but they couldn't call it Pennies because of some company in the United Kingdom and elsewhere. But they call it Primark. Also, McClunky's more believable. Yeah, well, I would assume it would be. Yeah, you do get independent fast food joints. Well, you get them pretty much anywhere in the United Kingdom and Ireland. And Craig, stop bumping into this barely adult girl. Can he just stop bumping into this fucking girl, please? Can he? Can he please? Why are you giving her your personal phone number? Fuck off, you creep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, I know London has like a Jubilee or Jollibee. Jollibee, it's called. I call it Jubilee for some reason. They have a Jollibees. They've pretty much any fucking fast food joint you can think of is in London. Police officer, not a good police officer. Well, to me, a police officer, you wouldn't. I'd rather eat out of a skip than McClunky's. Did you personally go to McClunky's 2K, Dan, or what? You just hate fast food places? I'm confused. What is your hatred with McClunky's? Yeah, but I'm the police officer. Like, surely it's a crime, not a crime, but surely it's against something. That's probably then. But surely with Craig, right? You don't like. Surely you just don't give your phone number out to a nearly adult girl. Like, we have to remember she's a teenager. She's 17. Like, Craig, Craig, you're coming across very dodgy. Why is the duft of a toothbrush? Why the fuck's the duft of a toothbrush? Fuck off. Fuck off. Just seems like a ropey place. Craig is doing a Michelle Fowler. Well, to me, if I'm 17 and a police officer goes, have this phone number, I'm gonna be like, no, no, I don't know you. You work with my dad, but that's it. Just seems like a ropey place. Don't trust me. Fair enough. I mean, it's like at my local KFC. I'd never get milkshakes out of it. The KFC that's just behind me, I guess. Yeah, it'd be to my left. Like, I never. Is Craig meant to be this horrible? No, I don't think so. I don't know what the writing is supposed to be because he's just a goody two shoes police officer. Yeah, goody two shoes. He's because he cares more about his job. But I don't mind if you care about your job. But like, seeing what I saw from what Ash like shared with me of him in like Hollyoaks, it is to me the modern day cares about his job. You say? Yeah, he was a great character in like in Hollyoaks, but this is like the modern day, not modern day, but it's like the equivalent of Jack Stone. Is that the right character? Basically, Warren Fox in EastEnders, where it didn't work. They're all police officers in Soap called Craig. Common name, I guess. Common name. That's all I'm going with. Common name. I'm the Craig and Corey. Did he fucking get killed or? Okay, so he got whacked violently by fucking hell by a drunk. Oh Jesus! By a drunk guy who he pulled for drunk. He pulled for drunk driving. Drunk driving. The drunk guy thought he was in a league with the police officer, who he had a vendetta with. Like, wait, are they working together? This guy that got battered. Fucking hell! Lily's really not Lily. Charlie's really grown up. I know she's 3, but fuck this. I wasn't as bitter as I thought it would be. Maybe the second one will be as bitter. Let's see will the second one be as bitter. Hold on. Lovely lemon. Lovely lemon. Great pair of lemons on her. Angel comes off as a guy who would fold over the lightest pressure. Gives it the pick. I like the idea. See, the one that I always think is great is if everyone just doubts Ricky Brandon, and and then he just turns out to be like a hard nutter. I can't describe it, but I like the idea that Ricky Braddon or Butch or whatever the fuck he's called is he's just a nutter. You want a chance? Bust it down for us, love. I don't Bippis. Yeah, Bippis. Fucking good Pepsi. Uh, I don't know. See, I think the one who would fold the most out of anyone is fucking would be Barney. Barney, as I call him. Just to me, I don't know why. I just feel like any slight confrontation with him, it's just gonna set him off. Apparently, he's too precious to be involved with this. I just feel like he's too wholesome. That's the problem. But all right, all right. But I also know Johnny and Callum for ages acting. Johnny is leaving with Linda, is my guess. That's what I'm going with. He's leaving with Linda. I'd fire. I'd not. I don't want to say fire him. Wouldn't want to fire anyone. But I'd hazard a guess he'd check with What about Callum? But he Graven. Ben might come back. Ben might come back. We can't let go of Callum. What? Ben might come back. He's going to come back. He's only gone for a milk. He's not. He's totally never going to come back. He's going to come back. Don't worry, Graven. He's only gone to the shop. He will be back. It's been 3 years, but he will be back. 2 years. He'll be back. that's every Harry Reid when. No, you will get Max Bowden and you will fucking like it. The executive producers of EastEnders. I just like the idea of always recasting him because I don't know why that's funny. Just always has a different face. But no, Harry Reid did look like the fucking grown up Charlie Jones. Fucking the Max Bowden trim. I check it. I, But like, yeah, fucking corporate Piggy, I was called by Ash. Criminal also would be a good look. Buzzcut Piggy was another one. I just walked in there and I was nervous, so I just said, "Can I have your haircut, please?" The barber went, "All right." That's genuinely what I did. I got scared and I went, "Can I have you?" Because my dad always says, "You want a number three, you want a number three and a number four." And I go in there and I forget. I go in there and I forget, and I go, can I just have your haircut, please?" That's what I do. Remember long hair Piggy. What's going to be funny is for the amount of time I've had my face on camera, I've had my I've had shorter hair than I've had long hair. I liked the long hair, but the problem is maintaining it. Obviously, it's fucking. But like I wouldn't have unless like I'm getting old and I just couldn't give a shit. I don't think I'd ever do it. The beard would probably be the only thing I would ever grow long, but I get that shaved. That was the very early. So for reference, I've had my long hair off camera from the pandemic up to 2024, May 2024, and I went, fuck it, I'm going to get a haircut, and I got it with the little fringe there, um, and then yeah, I did that, and then I went. He wasn't here one day. It was the barber that's literally just down around the corner from me. So I went to the barbers in Dunn stores. They were fucking expensive. I got a beard trim and a haircut. Um, only started commenting December 24th. That's fair enough. Those are early videos you can forget. I only became a regular since you started doing the weekly videos, the weekly live streams over 2026. That's fair enough. I've had many different looks over the years. I do remember my one of my weirdest haircuts was the fringe when I had the little fringe, but the short hair at the back. That was a weird haircut. You know, I used to go to a barber's that was expensive, and then that was 40 quid, and I went, I'll just go back to my other one. Just fucking like a cane. Now I've watched them weekly since. They seem like a good bunch of lads or ladies. But I don't know. I typically the only channel I watch is my own channel. I'm watching Walford. I don't really interact with the EastEnders community unless say you made a video. I do interact with like Soap Study if he posts a video that I like the 10 watch one. But I don't really interact with the community. I'm more of an outsider. I know that might sound silly, but I just unless you post a video and you want us to react to it, which might have to convince Ash. But typically, I can react to a video if you ever post it. It's the 6th of September. I'm assuming we'll see the wedding on the 7th. Wow. Hi, Godfather of Subs. I've never seen you here. Welcome. This is the Piggy lair. I don't usually look like a skinhead, and I don't really have a fat. I didn't really have a fat face, but then I moved into this town, and the McDonald's called for me. Did you attack Joel, Lily? No, I didn't. Fuck off. First time viewer, you? I didn't tell you to fuck off. I was telling Lily to tell Jane to fuck off. You are welcome here. First time viewer, welcome. Welcome. Uh, Ash is my co-host. He's the how the fuck do I do this? He's he's the guy beside me, so I'm the one with the tattoos. He's the guy beside me in the Art the Clown t-shirt. He does streams for excuse me. He does yeah, and Luke's behind a paywall. Don't forget Luke. Luke is I can pull up an image. I can help everyone while I'm doing this, which would probably make my explaining easier. Watching Walford 3 cams. So I believe if I've got the cameras right, this is Ash. That's Ash there. There he is. Look at him. And then this is the co-host Luke. This is my other co-host. He does the classic podcast. So usually the classic podcast is me and him, and that's what we do. But if you want any Hollyoaks news or anything, then this man is your man. This guy does Hollyoaks, Corrie, Emmerdale, well maybe not Emmerdale, and he can help you out. If you're here for EastEnders, I'm here every Wednesday, and yeah, I'm here every Wednesday, and every Thursday with Ash, and we do a podcast, and it's good. I do a classic podcast with Luke, this geezer, that guy there. I do a podcast with him that's for members, where we watch classic EastEnders, and sometimes talk about questionable people. It's just the podcast is a bit more unfiltered because obviously we're behind a paywall, so we can just be not controversial, but just a bit more edgy. Not like dropping slurs or anything. Just yeah, just a bit more edgy, bit more adultery. We do a podcast every Sunday, and there you go. Me and Ash do, and yeah, that's the three of us. Luke's behind a paywall, but Ash is usually here with me. So if you want classic EastEnders, you sadly will have to go and become a member, which you don't have to, but if you want, I'm just saying. But yeah, there you go. Hopefully that explains it. And that's what we usually do. Yeah. Yeah, how you recognise me is I'm the Irish guy who has shit tattoos. Um, yeah, that's how you'll recognise it's me. Nice Irish lad. Yeah, I'm Irish. Thank you. I'm Irish. I'm technically the foreigner, as Ash would point out if he was mocking my accent. Greg, what are you doing here? Do you think of Amy and Nugget? I don't like Craig presuming. I don't like Craig just constantly chatting up Amy. That like I know that's just me being me, but I'm like that's a bit creepy. And also giving your personal phone number to Amy, Just maybe if you want to come across as a nice police officer, just don't do that. That's my eyes. That's my guess. Um, yeah, it's yeah, no, but I just want to clarify in case some guys like, actually, I don't think it's wrong that he gave her the phone number. It is very wrong. I know it's not just me, but it's especially a stark difference because I haven't seen much of him in Hollyoaks, but from the 20-second clip, which I have seen, of that I've been Mar- um Martin Platt's the only defender. But from the 20-second Hollyoaks clip I've seen of Craig, he's a better Hollyoaks character. It's sort of a Jake Stone situation where you make him the complete opposite. Martin and Kathy. Mar- I only watch EastEnders, so if you ever make references, I just smile and go, haha, that's funny. Or I go, I don't know, but I will just laugh. I'm assuming that was a grooming storyline between Martin Platt and fucking Kathy. If I'm making the assumption correct. I hope I have. Yeah, yeah, yep, Corey. I, I, see the fucking hell. That's an age difference. Fucking hell. Jesus. Uh, 20 and 16 is bad. Fucking 40 and 16. Fucking hell. You have nothing to talk about. That's a, I mean, that's two completely different parts. What can you talk about? Have you seen the new film out, Predator? Yeah, you're the fucking Predator, mate. Like, like, what the fuck are you on about? Hello, I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC. You, you were here to me at 16-year-old. You see how this looks, Craig? You see how this looks? Michelle and Preston, remember that show? Um, but it's again, it's even though people go, yeah, but your favorite actor does that, like Tobey Maguire is one of my favorite Spider-Man, and I never question like getting in people getting into the different age gap relationships unless it's extremely fucked up. But he dated a woman who was like 20, who was basically the same age as his daughter, and I'm like, how can you make conversation at that table? So what do you youngins do? I don't know. You're the same fucking age as me. What do we do? Like, I don't know. Do I call you mom in that situation? Do I fucking what do I do? How does this work? So yeah, I've no problem like, especially if they're an old man. I've no problem getting that bag and just accidentally pushing them down the stairs. I mean, accidentally them falling down the stairs accidentally. Um, but But yeah, like I just don't know how how a 40-year-old or even a 30-year-old can chat up a 16-year-old. Robert De Niro had a kid at 80. Yeah. How old? And if you don't mind me asking, how old was the woman? I'm assuming she was in her 30s. I'm making the rough assumption she was in her 30s. At a push, at a push, early 40s. How long have you been watching EastEnders? I originally got into it to see Grey get caught in 2022. I then became a full-time watcher when when um when they killed Dot off at the end of 2022. I watched from the funeral, and then we started this channel, me and Ash, in January 2023. I believe the first. When was I think? Excuse me. I think it was the 5th of January. Just give me a second. Yeah, it was the first, I believe. Yeah, it was the first. Was it the? Oh, it was the 7th, I think, or the 8th. It was the first week, anyways. Why are you called Piggy? What? Why am I called? I don't know. I always made the I always made the joke that fucking that people used to pick on me for being fat, so they called me Piggy, but they didn't. That was just a lie I made up so I could have characteristics. Oh, look, here's George. Okay, so fucking teapots after throwing the cake all over the place. Good on you, love. Ruin the fucking dinner, why don't you? Um, but yeah, Piggy was. I've just called Piggy because I thought it was a funny nickname to have, and it was an alias I used for a long time since I was a teenager, not young teenager. Since I was a teenager, I used to be called AWO Piggy, which was a mean old world order Piggy. But my but yeah, I'm just called Piggy for. I thought it'd be funny, but it's very weird when you have like Ash, who uses his real name. Well, his full name's Ashley. Um, and then you have Luke, whose full name is Luke. Um, but could go by Grant Mitchell or something. I could. I do want to say it is funny when you have Luke and Ash who use their real names, and then you have me who fucking uses the name Piggy. So it is funny when you have, I don't know, when you have when like a character or something serious happens to a character, like they're stabbed to death, and then it's like Ash just gives his like long point, and then he goes, Piggy, what do you think? And I'm like, that fucking takes out of it. Or Phil Mitchell, eh, got it. Someone who loves him very much. He's also a criminal, but like I still love him. Am I watching the solar eclipse tonight? I am the solar eclipse. I don't mean to break it to you, Dan. I am the fucking solar eclipse. No, I probably won't. I don't really live in a good enough. If I wanted to, I could probably look at it, but I probably don't really live in a good enough area to get a good glimpse of it. But I could probably put it on Google if I really wanted to. I think he's doing everyone through Chris Clencher. So, give me a second. Next episode and pause it until we hit 7:30. I was planning on making a rant video actually. If you do that, I'll watch it, mate. Um, Ben Wadey's honestly doing my head in right now. Alright, so that explains the Wadey comment, alright. But Wadey is bad. We've had worse, but he's certainly below mid. At least one with Michelle Ryan riddled exception, treating the cast well. My favourite producer has got to be John York or Frederick Santerre. Santerre? Am I saying that right? Then? Santerre? I don't fucking. DS, there you go. Nintendo DS. But yeah, which York era? When he was good or when he was shit? Specifically, which Yorkie era did you watch? And will he return? Who knows? I probably won't return. Of the new haircut, hello ST cricket fan. 1992 to 2002. To be fair, that's a good era. You do have one of my favourite Christmas scenes, which is Nick and Ashley stealing, not Ash, because Ash would have been just a wee boy. He would have just been born. But you had Nick and Ashley stealing the Christmas turkey, which I rewatched with Luke to to note it down for the tier list. And Luke just looks at me and goes, "Why would you put the Christmas tree on top of the turkey? Surely that ruins the dinner." And I went, "Fair enough, Luke. Fair enough. Fair enough." Um, like, uh, not 2017 to 2018. Yeah, we don't talk about 2017 to 2018. Steve Owen, he's Mel Owen's partner, I want to say. I'm correct. Because isn't that how Hunter turns into a gun perv? He fucking just loves guns. Yeah. Yeah, because he just starts getting obsessed with guns and then they shoot him. And then they completely complete the trifecta by having Mel walk out in front of a CGI truck. The question is, would you want him to return? Because he would have, he would have when Mel returned in 2018. 2018 had Aidan Maguire. I remember Aidan Maguire. I bring it up to Ash. Whenever we talk about crime, I bring up Aidan Maguire. He's a butt of a joke. Whenever Ash talks about, like, your criminal villains, obviously Den Watts and The Firm, I always just go, "I'm Aidan Maguire." Kind of like when someone goes, "Who's your favourite EastEnders characters?" Pat, Peggy, Phil, Fat Boy. Oh, he's Fat Boy in that category. He doesn't fit. That's why I throw Aidan Maguire in there. He doesn't fit. Um, the actor being in Sleeping with the Enemy is Julia Roberts. I completely thought you were on about I think it's Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining, The Shining, as The Simpsons called it. That was a good parody though, The Shining. Ronnie's your favourite character. Reddit Fat Boy's the best EastEnders character ever. He didn't have all the fans, but he had some of the fans, which is probably the best call that I've ever seen, I will ever see from a fandom. He didn't have all the fans, but he had some of the fans. No, not Ravi. No, 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 no. This is SD Cricket fan, the person commenting. SD Cricket fan, the character, likes Ravi. Just like how Hulk Hogan doesn't have a 10-inch penis, but Terry Bollea does. Which is a genuine thing he said in court. I swear Roxy was insufferable. Well, yeah, but you need to have your. I was gonna say your wing with your wang, but that's not. That's definitely not. I've also started the episode. I'm currently on the intro, but you need your yin to your yang. There you go. So even though Ronnie's the more badass one, you do need Roxy. So, but she did appear post 2017, and Ronnie didn't. I still think if you were going to kill, I still think it should. Sorry, I do think if you're going to kill off one of them, just kill off Roxy, and then if you ever wanted to bring her back on her own, just you did it with you can do it with anyone. You're not going anywhere until I say so. All right, you said that in the most calm way possible. You're a police officer, fucking Joes and balls. Yeah, we're on episode 3. He converted to the truth. Not Ravi's rubbish. Justice for Kojo and Harry. He sinned. He has died for our sins. Sorry, it was hacked. Ah, fair enough. The feet perverts are going to be kind of happy. Denise has her feet covered. Feet perverts are going to be all upset. How thick is Kim? It's clear as day that Sheila did it. Why is even Harry's? They were throwing a party for I just call her Teapot because she has a pet teapot. You think they're going to kill off Denise? I have said, I have said that it would be. Hold on. Oh, this poor girl. What has Eve done to Rhea? Nothing. Rhea's just upset that that her real mom didn't show up, and she locked herself into the back room. So she's upset. Which is understandable. But I'm assuming this is the moment where Rhea finally accepts Eve as a mom. Well, not her mom, but as an equal. She did destroy a fucking cake, so she can fuck off, really. So Eve hasn't done really anything to Rhea, but yeah, Rhea's just upset that her real mom isn't there. Which I can understand from her perspective, because if you're just lumped with these two women that you do not know, but one of them has sort of your culture, you can sort of relate to that. But when one, to me, I think she's from Northern. When one of them is Northern, you're gonna have what the fuck are you gonna have in common with them? Like at least with Suki, she has the background of she came from the same background, ethnic backgrounds as Rhea to an extent. I know that might sound silly, but that's how I view it. So Rhea obviously is more akin to Suki because she can relate to her. Whereas again, Eve's from fucking England, so she can't really relate to her. They've nothing really to talk about. Sorry for that, but I think they're going to kill off Denise. She doesn't look good in today's episode unless those new family members coming to the show help her out. Um, I've said that I know I was interrupted because I was paying attention to the Rhea scene, but I I have to say, if you're killing off Zoe Slater and Alright, give me a second. Dude, actually, I don't mind Eve having these scenes. I don't like Suki having these scenes because you've referred to her character. But on Denise, as I was trying to get across, but they keep showing fucking Eve and Rhea. If Zoe Slater's being killed off, if Zoe's being killed off, and if Zoe's being killed off, and like Linda is leaving, if Denise dies, you've essentially lost two legacy characters, and well, three in my eyes, but two according to Ash, and you've also lost Denise, which is like a long-term character. So if you kill those three, if you like kill two of them off, and then keep like one of them just leaves, you're in a bad time. Considering the amount of departures, EastEnders can't afford to lose Denise. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, but I couldn't because I didn't understand the word. Um, I'm agree. Too much old out, and will be too much new in. Yeah, because you need the old characters to sort of help the newer characters, and then eventually, yeah, we know the newer characters are not going to replace the old characters. Like we know Nicola is never going to be a Ronnie or Roxy. We know that, but if you have her like and her family, and you have them interact with characters that can help her, that's going to be the great thing. But if you get rid of Denise and you get rid of Linda's leaving, and however Zoe leaves, then that's another thing. So it's just it really depends. Is Ian gonna fucking kill Grey? Give me a second. Sorry, I was freaking Luke sent me a message. Hopefully you can see there. The sad life of Buggy 29A, and I put fucking hell. They made a documentary about you. Why the fuck has he put this emoji? Why the fuck has he put this emoji? It will flash up. Am I flashing it up? Look at that. He's a knob. Why the fuck is he? Why did he put the moaning emoji? Hold on, let me. I can fucking screenshot. What am I doing? There we go. Look at that. Look at that fucking screenshot. There you go. Look at that. I don't know why he put the moaning emoji. That's my question. Why did he put the moaning emoji? Also, SD cricket fan on the fucking recent podcast. Oh yeah, no, but on the recent podcast, we made allusions to the viewer. I can't fucking say his name. The German fella. Well, no, we weren't glorifying him. We weren't glorifying him. We were making fun of him. First on location since forever. Yeah. Hold on. Glorifying and making fun of are very different, Peggy. Fess up. What are you doing with all the hate? Oh, we were just we were talking, and then we fucking I brought up Jimi Hendrix's fucking voodoo child, and then I went, obviously he's not on an island like Elvis is currently, where he's in Hawaii, and then obviously I also then went, just like how the Fuhrer is in Argentina, and still is to this day. And then obviously me and Luke made jokes about that. Like, so that's what we were doing. We were making jokes about him. If I said glorifying, I didn't mean to make it that. We weren't glorifying him. We were making fun of him. And I said maybe the root of his evil is he didn't have a good Chinese food, some good Chinese food. Maybe the root of all his evils was he only had one bottle, and that's what we said. We didn't agree with anything he did. We wouldn't do that. Well, give us enough money and we fucking will. But that's a joke. We would never glorify him. We were just making fun of him. That's why the first time in YouTube history, I think it's good. I could have been on the classic podcast. Doesn't get many views. I need to fucking pull off Luke's rant from the previous one afterwards. You watched them all? I've probably scared off the Godfather of soaps, and I've probably scared off E. Craven, and I've probably scared off 2K Dan. But just for you, SD Crick fan, it was worth it. How we forget all the comments being like, "Fuck's sake, Piggy, why'd you do that?" That's why it's members only. Bray is brooding. He's mad. They finally cancelled YouTube Premium and now watching YouTube as well. Do you not get no ads on fucking as a member? Do you get no? Do you get ads on live streams? I don't know how it works. So how's YouTube treating you? Holy fuck! Okay, it's all kicking off. And who whacked him? Are we gonna find out who whacked him? Don't mind the ads from channels I'm a member of because it's supporting you guys. But when it's when I want to watch a video on the top 10 scariest EastEnders characters and I get 30-second unskippable. Yeah, that's fair enough. He isn't dead. It's all gonna kick off the kids, isn't it? Gonna find out who attacked them. Who attacked them. So they're teasing that the wedding is in January for Howie and Kim. But Max and Cindy are not getting. I don't fucking know at this point. I don't normally think the acting is that bad. But I don't know. The acting of the reveal does feel a bit stilted. Oh, I wonder how much of that is the script. I don't know who the attacker is. I will find out in a minute. Like, it was more than a kiss. It will do it. I'm confused there. Yeah, what was the reveal? Who did it? I don't know. There was no reveal. Who did it? No, seriously. I don't know. What are we doing? Genuinely, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing here, lads? Like, genuinely. Someone here, please. This is fully me, not giving a shit anymore. What are we doing? Angel is cheating on his missus. Vanny is the cheater because she's shagging him. Didn't go that far, but still. The engine didn't rev. Lily unchained Joel, and The only people we don't know that did that night was Will and Ricky and possibly Barney. And probably Amy. You're right, love. There's even the well, there's a theory that it's Tommy, but why would Tommy fucking? Why would he? I need to sit up because I can't sit. I can't sit in the chair like this. It just looks wrong. Whoop. Um. Hello, I'm back. See, the problem is you can't be an adult because I don't know how to describe it. But it being a teenager makes more sense in my eyes because it's believable that a teenager did it. Whereas if an adult did it, it goes from, oh, that's just a crime to what? Like, it's not character assassination, but it's. A, but, like, if it's an adult, it ultimately kills the character in my eyes because you. Whether you like to admit it, he's literally a teenager, he's a child. Well, he's a teenager, but he's still a minor. So it goes from being this not fun, but this crime between teenagers to no. Hold on. I'm back. Hello, hello. Uh, hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me now. Yeah, I usually yank the microphone, which is not good. It just fucking ruins the cable. But as I was saying, sorry about that. But it can't be an adult because it just ruins the character if it's an adult. Because again, with a teenager, it's it's a cool teenager crime. Not cool, but it's like it's a teenager true crime. Who could have done it? So the problem I have is, and my microphone is fine now, isn't it? Trying to make sure. Yeah, my microphone's fine. But as I was saying, it goes from being like, oh, the teenagers did it to the adults literally attempted murder. Like, I know it is already attempted murder, but with the adults doing it, it would literally, in my opinion, ruin the character. Unless it's someone like Kath, which to me that wouldn't really ruin her because she's done far worse. But that's my problem. It can't be an adult because it just is more incredibly fucked up. If you understand what I'm trying to say, hopefully you do. Like, not defending it, but it's it's better when it's someone in the age range of Joel instead of someone who's like 20 years older than him. If that makes sense. Sorry if you like. I can't really explain it. I just don't understand. Like, the reason to me it can't be Cat or Zach or it is Wade. Yeah, but I feel like was you not like watching it right? And now, just we'll use Sack as an example. Watching it and it's revealed to be Sack, did you not just feel incredibly weird? Like, would you not just feel incredibly weird that they've just basically fucking made this 40-year-old man just whack a 16-year-old in the back of the head with a hammer? This is fictional, by the way, fictional, but still. Like, would you not just feel a slight bit weird? Because to me, I'd feel incredibly weird if I found that out. I know that might sound silly, and that might just come across me being wrong, but it'd also be funny if the person who did it was Craig, which it's not, but it would be funny if it was Craig. I'm doing this investigation so no one can see I did the crime. I'm smart. Hold on, I'm editing my profile. Yeah, I don't know how to fucking do that, but alright. Whatever. I don't fucking know. Discord, the Discord fucking offered me an update but never explained it. Well, they did explain it. I just clicked off it. Sorry. The granddad's on the fucking sauce. Clearly. Um. There you go, see. It's better. Can you see me now? But, give me a second. I'll read the chat in a second. Need to extend that a little bit. What did you think of the grey things anyway? I mean, that storyline was the better one. Why didn't they advertise it? Or why couldn't they stop Denise? Is anyone guess? Couldn't hospital staff just stop her? Realistically, hospital staff would stop you. I'm putting that out into the ether. Or excuse me. That a hospital staff employee would ultimately stop them. Because you're either given or you're about to do chemo. And I know people can make the joke, I look like I've done fucking chemotherapy. That's a joke. But I look like it. But I would presume that they would stop you because you are not yourself, you are weak. Because of all the fucking shit that I don't know what they put in chemo, but all this stuff they inject you with to sort of kill the cancer. I'm assuming they would stop you. I'm assuming. But apparently not. Apparently they just went, fucking hell, is this patient supposed to be out in time? I don't fucking know. We're going on a lunch break. Like, I guess we'll go on a lunch break. Um, the grey things. Why do I feel like Grey might die tomorrow? He won't die tomorrow, but why do I feel like he might? 'Cause he might harm Ian, but I don't know. Unless Ian's free tomorrow, which I don't know. I don't know. He's a free Beal. Oh, yeah, I just don't really know. I will say here we will be live early in the morning, or whenever I wake up tomorrow morning. Morning. I got an ad for Voi. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't. I don't know what that is. It is another one of those crappy modern brand names. The one is weight loss pills. The one thing I love about weight loss pills is the fact that, like, I know this is just me being conspiracy nutter about it, but the same people who said the COVID vaccine, hasn't been tested, which for any new viewers, they're just gonna be like, why the fuck's he talking about the COVID vaccine on an EastEnders live stream? But hear me out. Like, I find it funny that these people who got mad about the COVID injections and the vaccine were like, it's not tested, it wasn't done correctly. Fucking all that nonsense they spout. Well, it'll be the same people who take these weight loss weight loss drugs, and they will be like, yeah, I've just lost all these weight, and it's like, yeah, well, you don't realize the repercussions your body's going to have with taking a weight loss pill. Because from what I know, I like from what I know, weight loss pills are an early sign, not alopecia, but they sort of make your hair just go, and they fuck you over big time because you're losing the weight in like 3 weeks instead of over a course of gradual time. If that makes any sense, so I don't really see the appeal of weight loss drugs, but that's just me. That's just me. Um, like, if people want to do it, you can do it. Don't come crying to me if it affects your body in years to come. That's just my personal take on it. You're free to feel however you want to feel about it. It's just like these modern like weight loss pills haven't been tested, and they're just giving it to people, hoping it works. And most people are aware of COVID. No, I know. I'm just making the joke that, like, just a new viewer, like, what the fuck is his name? Uh, Godfather of soaps, just like coming immediately in and hearing COVID vaccines. Like, oh fucking hell! Thought this was an EastEnders thing. Um, but yeah, no, I always laugh at weight loss drugs because they could work, but to me they don't. Well, they definitely do, but they definitely do harm your body. I presume way worse than a COVID vaccine would. Especially if you're not, especially now, considering it's 6 years in, 6 years removed, I should say, or technically 5 or 4, depending on when you count it ended. Surely, like, surely you can get the vaccine now. Like, it's been like a good 4 or 5 years. Surely, like most people who are scared of it, just get it now. That's just me. I do think you should vaccinate kids. Well, not that I don't know how to word this in a polite sense, but like, protect them from measles and shit. That's just me, and I can't really get into the vaccine debate because I know some fucker will be like, "Oh, the vaccine causes autism." It's fair enough. If it does, it does. But that's just me. But on the Grey storyline, um, why do I have a feeling that Ian might kill Grey? But he won't. But why do I have a feeling he will? And how long is Grey going to be in it? 'Cause he can't be here for much longer, can he? He has to be gone shortly. He has to be. He can't be here any longer. But I don't really like the Grey storyline. I don't know why you've brought him back. I know for this Sheila storyline, but like, don't know. Also, if I was Chelsea, I'll just pin the blame on on the hitting Jordan situation on fucking Sheila. Get her fully sent to prison, getting out, even a real Ian Beale. I just don't know where they're going to go with this direction, and I do wonder, like, how long he has left with it. For anyone who's still here, if you want to chime in, um, how long do you people think he will last, old Ben Whitey? It was a little Spanish flea, a record star he thought he'd be. It was a little Spanish flea. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 Or was it a little Spanish? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what to think for this week so far. This week has certainly been something. This week has been one of the weeks. It hasn't been a terrible week, really, but it's just not really anything for me to sink my teeth into. It's fair enough. It's not for everyone, but yeah, just it was an ordinary week. But people like to see Churchill. How do I how do, how do I do this? Oh, hello. There we go. There's Churchill. There he is. Like how's Grey? How is the Grey Sheila one? The good one. Well, it's good out of the bad bunch. Like it's like when you get a bad bunch of bananas, but there's one slightly bad banana that's not really gone off yet, so you have that one. Or apple. Or whatever your fruit preference is. It's a kind of shit bar, in my opinion. The shit storyline actually being it's kind of shit in my opinion, bar the shit storyline actually being good. Like House Grey and the Sheila one, the good one. See, the problem is I can't really like it because it's just the way they had Chelsea sort of not care that she's. I know he's not innocent. We're based now on this episode. We finally saw the scene that leaked months ago, of Denise and Denise and Kim in the airport in the wheelchair. Like the fact EastEnders Revisited focused on the Grey Sheila one shows. The problem is, to me, how can I word this? The problem is, it's just you haven't really given good direction. Did much else happen prior on other stories, or was just development on the kids, really, the kids storyline? I think last week the kids found that Craig got a bit more involved. Oh, hold on, I'll have to check my fucking note. I know I didn't write any notes, but I have to fucking check it just in case. Do 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 do. Yeah, no, last week they just had Peter in the cook chair. They developed the Peter and Lauren stuff. They also had Ross being a hypocrite and not accepting his son, or accepting his son, but not understanding why other people don't accept him. Um, but that's what happened last week, and also the Grey and Sheila stuff. Don't care if it hurts. I haven't. Yeah, no, I know you paraphrased the lyrics of Creep. I know. I fucking. I have Creep ingrained in my head because of the Christmas mashup someone did of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas with Creep lyrics. So I somehow snuck that in the fucking in one of my school art exhibition in 5th year. I snuck that in. But I'm just sorry. I'm now just thinking of fake plastic trees for some reason. Fucking Radiohead, despite what people believe, fucking Radiohead, Fake Plastic Trees is good one. Creep's overplayed, but it's good. You know, Craig does absolutely so fit. Maybe that's who they've wrote it about. But like, what songs do I actually like by Radiohead? The entire OK Computer album is actually good. It's probably the only real one I've listened to, and the fucking In Rainbows. I can quickly just check. Karma Police. Come arrest this man. He talks in riddle. So rhymes or riddles. It's one of the two. There is one song from a 2007 album I fucking liked. What is it? Jesus, they've done some shit. It's not 15th Step, is it? No, it's not that. Okay, yeah, it's Jigsaw falling into place. Jigsaw falling into place. No surprise. Well, yeah, that's another one I love so much. No surprises. The fucking music video for that is always banging. Exit music for a film is a fantastic song as well by Radiohead. What is the lyrics of Camera Police? Let me just pull them up. Uh, right. So if we're talking about Cray here, this would work. Camera Police arrest this man. He talks in maths. He buzzes like a fridge. He's a detuned radio. Um, Obviously the girl one doesn't really work because it's Camera Police arrest this girl. Her Hitler hairdo is making me feel ill, and we've crashed our party. This is what you get when you mess with us, Camera Police. Um, Radiohead do have some good songs. Yeah, no surprises. Definitely can fit. Fucking love no surprises. So I'm listening to Fake Plastic Trees. This might make me cry. This might not make me cry. I haven't listened to this song in years. You can't hear this, but I'm live reacting to it. Rubber blanket carry of itself. Where's a rag? Where's a rag? Where's a rag? Where's a rag? See, I love that. I love this lyric. He used to do surgery for the girls in the 80s, but gravity always wins. And where's a man? Bring down the government. Basically, any opinions on Reddit is bring down Wadey. Fire this man. I want this man dead. I want this man gone. I know no one will get that reference, but it's just fucking. What is. I can't play no surprises. A heart that's full of like a landfill, a job that slowly kills you, bruises that won't heal. You look so tired, you're unhappy. Bring down the government. They don't speak for us. They don't speak for us. I'll take a quiet life, a handshake of carbon monoxide, and no alarms and no surprises. And no alarms, no surprises. No alarms, no alarms and surprises. And no alarms and no surprises. Silent, silent. This is my fault. Did you actually say silent? It does say silent. Silent, silent. This is my final fate, my final belly ache, with no alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. Please. Such a pretty house and such a pretty garden. No alarm and no surprises. Get me out of here. No alarm, no surprise, and no surprises. Get me out of here. No alarms and no surprises. Get me out of here. Pretty much sums up the era. No alarms and no surprises. Get me out of here. Pretty much how this era is summed up. You fucking nailed it on the head with no surprises. No, please get me out of here. Um, how many views did Creep get? How popular is it? How fucking popular is this song? Show me the view numbers, lad. Show me the view numbers. Three. That's 3 million. 3 million of 59. 573. 758. Fucking hell. That's our edition of the music section of this live stream. You remember hearing the high pitched meme version of Creep? I mean, Creep is a good song. It's like Wonderwall in my opinion. It's been played out. I don't know, I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but it has been played out as Creep. Um, it's a good song in itself, but it's no wonder why the band hates it. That's Creep, I should say. Noel Gallagher does hate. I think he hated Wonderwall, but he's grown to love it because the fans love it. Basically, they give me money, and yeah, fucking the band definitely agree because every concert they go to, they're like, I don't want to play Creep, but I fucking have to play Creep. Fuck it off. And yeah, I do agree. I do agree with them. I would just it's just been played out. Every movie that has a slightly creepy character, they play Creep. It's like fuck up for fuck's sake. Honestly, the one like the song I'd use the did didn't you know Wonderwall was initially the theme for the royal family, but they changed it to half the world away because Wonderwall was too popular. I didn't know that, but thanks. Thank you. I love half the world away, half a world away, or half the world away. Basically, any of the Master Plan album is basically, I think the first three albums and the compilation of the B sides, so the Master Plan, is fantastic. Oh, those four albums are fantastic. I would even say the one that they released, Standing on Joints, is fantastic. And I forgot the O2 one. I think the O2 one's called Heat and Chemistry. Fantastic album. Basically, the third album, the fourth and fifth album are not really well to like, but I don't mind them. I think they're good. I just think the third one is correct in what they say, which they say. Be Here Now was written when they were on drugs because they just fucking dialed everything up to a 9. Songs that shouldn't be 20 minutes turn out to be fucking 50 minutes. And then songs that should be 50 minutes are like 2 minutes. There's no 2 minute song on the album, I should say. There's no 2 minute song on. Actually, let me look. Is there any 2 minute song on Be Here Now? While I'm here, uh, do I have it saved? But I'm going here. I'm going here. Right, hold on here. I have it here. I have it here. But this is the 40 song edition. But I'll just go through the first. I think it's 12. Yeah, it is. Is it? Yeah. So first song on the first song on Be Here Now is 7 minutes 43, which is Do You Know What I Mean? And then the second song, My Big Mouth, is 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Magic Pie is 7 minutes 10. Stand By Me is 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Stand By Me is one of their best songs, in my opinion, even though the music video makes no fucking sense. I Hope I Think I Know is 4 minutes 22. The Girl in Dirty Sheets and the Dirty Sheets is 5:49. Fade In and Out is 6:51. Don't Go Away, which is another great song from this album, 4:48. Be Here Now, 5 minutes and 12. Um, All Around the World, 9:19. Um, All Around the World is great, but I love the is it called Reprise? I think it's Reprise, isn't it? Yeah. Columbia. Colombia, I believe. I'll go through that in a second. So all around the world, 9 minutes and 19 seconds. It's getting better, man. 7:03, and the shortest song is a reprise version of Around the World. So Colombia. What album is Colombia? I believe Colombia is it is fucking yeah. It's no, that's never mind. Colombia is definitely maybe yeah. It's their first album. Um, which for comparison, Rock and Roll Star on Definitely Maybe is 5 minutes 22. Shake Maker is 5 minutes 8. Live Forever is 4:36. Up in the Sky is 4:28. Columbia is 6:17. Supersonic is 4:43. Bring It On Down is 4:17. Cigarettes and Alcohol is 4:49. Dixie's Dinner, but anybody like lasagna, is 2:33. 2:32. I did see your prior message. Um, Columbia is on Definitely Maybe. Um, yeah. So it's the sixth. It's the fifth song. Yeah, Columbia is 6:17. That's how long it is. Now it's 6:17 apparently. The fifth song followed by Supersonic, which is 4:43. Bring It All Down, which is 4:17. Cigarettes and Alcohol, which is 4:49. Dixie's Dinner, which is 2:32. Slide Away, which is 6:32. Slide Away is another great song. Married with Children is 3:15. Rock and Roll Star. No, never mind. 3:15. Um, I just want the albums. Give me the album. Let me just compare them. So definitely maybe, but um released in 1994, and it's 52 minutes and 3 seconds. Um, just give me what's the story, Morning Glory. How long did I say that was? That's 52, 3. Give me a second. Trying to get what's the story, Morning Glory. So what's the story, Morning Glory? It's 50 minutes 13. I'm gonna put B here now. How long is B here now? B here now is 1 hour 11 minutes. So there you fucking go. Error. Can I cop that? I'll put that in there. Jano. I don't want to time you out. Copy that. Whack it into Spotify. Yeah, it's not bad to be honest. I'm listening to the radio edit. So if I listen to the radio edit, I've heard this song. I've heard this song. This is the crab song. Yeah, I know this song. It's the crab song. It's the song with the dancing crabs. The crab song. Crab Rave wasn't the same one, is it? No, fuck, I thought it was. Oh, I fucking thought it was. Sorry. Sorry, Eric. Okay, so I did confuse the two, but I thought they were, I thought that was Crab Rave, sorry. Do like Crab Rave. Show me Crab Rave. The crabs are all going to the beach. Crabs are now all at the beach. They're going to dance. Let's go. The crabs are dancing. Look at them crabs. You can't see it, but I can. Yeah, it still slaps. I probably will listen to it more. I can't stop looking at these crabs dancing. They're not real, I know, but I like them. You discover that through Shishaming, 2008 to 2012. Isn't hold on, mind for crab rave to hit again. Come on, dance your fuckers. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can. I guess I can show this. I just have to stretch my camera. I don't mind me. Let me pull up. In my history, I know that much. I have it. I have it. Just give me a second. Here we go.
You're not in a good position.
Let's go back to the start.
The spotlight of world history swings to the White House.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
I'm not playing cards.
Right now, you don't
I'm very
have
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm very
playing
serious.
You're gambling
I'm the Prime
with the
Minister
lives
at
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with world wars. You're gambling
What are you
with world
talking about?
wars, and what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I'm
That's
with all
back to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people say
I am very
they should
respectful.
have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No.
Even today.
You said thank
Even
you.
today.
Offer some words of
I
appreciation for the United States
What
of
are you
America
thinking?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
will
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country
Can
is
I-
in big
can
trouble.
I- can I answer?
No, no.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
You
have a damn good chance
we
of
are
coming out
staying.
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong. From the very beginning of the war, we've been alone.
If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would
Look
have
at
been
Churchill.
over in 2 weeks. It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I can tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times thank you to the American people.
You're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
There's Churchill. Churchill got out by led by donkeys. Led by donkeys. There you go. Let's just very quickly move on. Just move this back. There we go. Well, I think that's where I'm leaving it. Ended with Churchill. Yeah, I love Churchill. But I'm trying to fucking get this back up. Yeah. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.